Hi, everyone.
Hello. Kevin. Kevin, Loving Vibrations is in the house.
Yes, it's always fun, Lori. I was looking forward to our show today.
Yeah. So he's come over to visit the positive change.
Yes.
We've got lots of fun questions for today.
Mm,
And I think we'll start off. Patricia Todd asked a question.
okay.
Well, first of all, how cold is it up there?
It's cold, but I know that other places are getting it a little bit worse than I'm about an hour east of Cleveland, Ohio. So with the wind chill earlier, it was below freezing. Like -1 or -2. So it's a little chilly, but not extremely.
Yeah, I mean, upstate New York, upstate New Hampshire, they really get there. They have like 30-degree
Mm.
below wind chill, so it's really tough. I mean, I can't even listen. I'm such a wimp. I can't handle it. I
Well,
can't
you're
do
in
it.
Florida, so.
I know, but I was in that ice storm in Seattle for Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was well, that was something else.
Right.
That was something else. All right. So let's take a look at, well, since everyone's talking about the balloon from China,
Yeah.
we need to make a whole new movie called Up To with this.
Oh,
Was it the movie Up with the guy in the balloon, the old guy in the balloon, and the
I heard of the movie Up. I have not watched
okay,
it, so
okay. Let's
but
just
I
see.
knew what you were referring to.
All right. So let's just see. China's trying to pass it off as a weather balloon that went astray.
Yeah.
And Blinken canceled his trip. He was supposed to go there. So let's see. I mean, what a snafu, right?
Yeah.
Is it a weather balloon or is it a spy? Let's just say, is it a spy balloon?
Yeah, but you know what too, and this is kind of what I'm feeling. I read on it a little bit last night on my live with Mel, and as I was watching it on the news a little bit earlier, I do feel like it is a weather balloon. Now, if there's not another agenda with it, like they're collecting information, but it's a weather balloon. So maybe like a dual purpose
Okay.
is kind of what I was feeling when I was watching it.
All right.
I don't think they're very interested in the weather over here. But but does it have that kind of equipment on it? Possibly.
Maybe that's just like to fake them out, fake people out or something. All right, let's see.
So what are we asking? Are we just looking into the balloon, or do we want to look into U.S.-China relations?
Well, let's do that too, but let's check the balloon first.
Balloon first, sure.
Is the balloon a spy balloon? Is it for spying? Is it a sneaky Pete balloon?
They're tracking something with it. We'll throw cards on it and see what the cards say.
I wish they would track to Satan.
Or pick them up and take them back.
Yeah. Get a space laser out and beam him up, Scotty.
And I think the area that it was going over to, I think that's where a lot of military bases are, and where we keep some of our intercontinental missiles.
Right.
So I think that there's something definitely related with that.
Yeah. So it's left Montana and it's going over towards Colorado, right?
I don't know where it's going. Probably. I heard it was in Montana though, but. Ooh.
What's that? What did you get?
The devil was the first one that popped out. So I think that there's an agenda, and we have the Page of Swords representing the situation. So I think that that's pretty telling there. It could often be like a whistleblower, but the pages are gathering information and intelligence. Interesting, the Lovers is kind of crossing the reading. So This could do with our relationship maybe being sour lately, but also, maybe other foreign countries that China's working with and gathering information for. The thief in the night. So they're definitely definitely up to something. Oh, and in the past, my Russia card came up, the Empress. I get, though, going into the future, though, there's some action taken by Biden. I have the Ace of Rods with the King of Cups. So, obviously this isn't playing very well for our president right now, and I'm sure he's not very happy about the situation, but some kind of action, doing something with maybe some of our, where the money's in, or I don't know if this is sanctions or anything like that, but definitely doing some kind of action with their money is what I'm feeling. But I definitely feel like they're gathering information. I mean, we have the spy card representing the situation.
Right. I mean, so you're thinking, so what about money?
I don't know if it's like Biden has a plan of action against like sanctions on Russia, or maybe some of our deals, stalling that, or he's gonna do something to affect China's money that they're getting.
Okay.
I mean, I have two aces, the Ace of Rods and the Ace of Pentacles with my Biden card. So there's some kind of action taken, maybe to hurt them financially, is what I'm kind of feeling.
Yeah, I'm getting that it has a lot to do with our financial spending, what we're keeping, what we're storing, where we're storing it, what we're holding on to, what energy we have, like our riches, like our enrichment. Where's the uranium? I mean, where's all of those things that we're keeping?
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm getting. And they're in cahoots with Russia, with Putin. So I feel like it's about where we're keeping things, and and money, and our investments, and tangible assets, and that Putin's in on it. That's a shared thing here.
Yeah.
Working together. And I feel like they got pictures or something. So let's pick these up and let's see what happens to our relationship with China. Does it go kaflooey? Are we going to get no? Are we going to fisticuffs over this balloon? What's happening?
I don't feel like it's going to become anything physical, or like war between the U.S. and China, but I don't feel the best about our relationship going into the near future. Oh, let's take a look.
Blinken could go over there and say, put up your dukes. Come on. Thank you, Aaron Swan.
I just don't get why they're using a balloon. I mean, they have to have satellites where they can get a lot of that information too.
I don't know. Maybe it's like, look at the balloon, but don't look at this.
Like a diversion?
Yeah.
Could be.
What happens to the United States government and the Chinese government? Xi Jinping. As soon as you get your cards laid out, let me know what you get, or any feelings that you get.
Ooh. I had the death card just flip out before I dropped. So.
Well, put that sucker right back in there. I don't want to see that. Yo.
I don't think it's physical death, but I think it could be endings of partnerships for a while.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Miss Foggy.
Ooh.
All right. You got death, I got tower.
I got the tower in the future too. And the judgment card next to it. And Russia.
Oh man.
it definitely stalls progress, and I think is a setback because we have the Four of Swords here representing the situation. So this is kind of retreat, kind of taking a step back to reevaluate the situation I'm feeling. And again, the Ace of Pentacles crossing the reading. So maybe it is some kind of sanctions or, I mean, this could also be like the physical evidence material that they're getting from this, seeing what was taken. I do feel like there's going to be some communications, even though I feel like this is definitely a setback with the Page of Wands here. So there is some kind of communication going back and forth, trying to smooth things out. The goal is to smooth things out with the Sun above, but going into the future, we have the Tower, the Judgment card, and the Empress, which is often like my Russia connection.
Okay, I've got the Empress at the top too. So they're very aware. I mean, I feel like I got something very similar. It's like this is, we're cutting off communication some ways. Yeah. Okay, this has definitely been a problem, and we've got to see what we need to see, and there's money involved, and their deal with Russia is just right up at the top. So
yeah,
I think this causes a problem. Now,
I do
too. Should we ask if does it end up? Because I think we're seeing that it's going to cause a problem, but how bad does it get? I mean, does it get really bad, or is there going to be? I know that we sent. Thanks, Miss Stacy B. I know that we sent more ships over by Japan, right?
Oh, is there?
Over to. We sent some to the Philippines, and we sent some more
the
over
Philippines. I heard that.
Okay, so, and that could be making them madder than a murder hornet. Okay, so are we getting in a fight with China? Are we getting in a fight with China? There's a lot of astrologers that are saying that when Uranus leaves Taurus and goes into Gemini,
okay,
in 2025, 26, that could, because that has cycled around before with the, thank you, Aries Wanderer, that cycled around before with the Revolutionary War and World War II. Those, so I don't know. I was looking at that the other day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you still laying yours out?
Yep, I'm pulling them down now.
Okay. I don't think there's anyone here typing out the questions for us. So if someone wants to, that would be super great. But I also understand if you can't.
I do get the Tower again. Again, above the reading. But I don't feel like it escalates out of control to where, like, we're in war with China. I'm definitely not feeling that, but it does feel like it's like reevaluating that relationship. But overall, I have we have the Justice card and truth being revealed, and I think we're retreating a little bit from our relationships that we've had with China in the past. The Page of Cups representing the situation. So besides like the Tower, which is kind of heavy, I'm not getting a lot of other heavy cards, or we're not getting like the Emperor card or anything like that, where I'm feeling like war, Chariot. Not getting any of that. It feels like, we get some good news coming in for us. There is some retaliation. I don't think it's anything like weapon wise. Yeah, we have a bit of a Tower moment with China coming up, is what I feel. maybe them doing something even more reckless or impulsive. But overall, we have stability going into the future with the Queen of Pentacles. And I think, we're kind of ready for whatever China would maybe have to do with this Knight of Swords, like going on that attack. Us and our allies, because we have the Three of Pentacles next to it. So I feel like it's going to all be okay, but it does feel like there's a bit more drama coming up with this. What are you picking up?
Okay. Someone wants us to actually take a look. Maybe we could just take a quick, thank you, Jamie. Maybe we can take a quick look at 2025.
Okay.
We can just do a couple cards on that. Right now I'm getting that things have gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
5 and 7 of Swords. There was a change in our communications with them, and there's no more offers. We're standing still. We're really standing still, and we're having a splitsville, like time out, nothing. So we're not gonna play our game anymore. We're gonna take our wagon and go home.
Right, or just ignore it, and be complacent with it.
Yeah. So let's take a look. All right, what happens will the United States and China be in a war in 2025? Will a war break out in 2025 between U.S.
I'll just say, reading the question, what's kind of coming up to me intuitively is I don't feel like China's going to act on Taiwan like right now, but maybe it's some kind of escalation with Taiwan and the U.S. kind of gets sucked in a little bit. I don't know if it's a full war, if you could say war with the U.S. and China, but it feels like it's Taiwan related is what I'm feeling.
Okay, there's a struggle for power, for ethics, and there will be a change, but I'm not getting the Tower. There's a change. There's a struggle. Emotions are high. There's a power struggle. It's secrets we're probably not going to know, of course, but they know. In ethics issues, hurt feelings, upset, and a change. So, but we don't have the Tower.
Yeah.
Or the 5 of Wands. But I don't think we're going to like what they're doing.
And I kind of feel intuitively too, I get the Sun as the final outcome, so I think it's all okay. Maybe this is what's needed for China to change what they have going on in their government and to kind of bring that change in. Because to me, I do feel like it's related to Taiwan. It doesn't feel like physical war, although I feel like we've been having a lot of cyber stuff with China for years and years. And I really feel like an escalation of that is what I'm feeling. But like, we're safe and secure here, but we're definitely keeping an eye on China. This is like like looking overseas and envisioning the future. You can kind of see they're checking on the globe here. Overall, though, I get like going in, there's justice, so there's that balance and fairness, and in the Sun, I think that there's going to be, we have the energy crossing is the 5 of Swords, which I don't like seeing. It's like their abuse of power is revealed to the world and into their own citizens. That's what I'm feeling with that. And I feel like it actually changes things for the better for China in the long run.
Okay. That's a little different.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, that China thing, I never ever had a good feeling about TikTok. I never uploaded it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have it. A lot of other readers said, well, aren't you doing TikTok? I'm like, no, I just don't have a good feeling about that thing. Now look what's happening with it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, I know that they're pushing for it to be banned in certain states and stuff like that, but I do feel like there's definitely more momentum towards that because they're gathering so much of our information from that.
Yeah, they're crazy about information. Okay, let's take a look. while we're looking at other countries, let's take a quick look into Israel and Pakistan. Let's ask if things are gonna calm down there, because they've had escalating conflicts with Netanyahu. So I just can't even believe.
Exchange there where people died. What was going on with that?
They're bombing in the Gaza Strip again.
Okay.
So for entertainment purposes only.
Thank you.
How about if you look? How about if you look to see if tensions will ease, and I'll look to see what is the fate of Netanyahu.
Okay.
Okay.
So the tensions between Israel and Pakistan?
Yes. Wait, did I say Pakistan? Yeah.
Yeah. I think so, right?
Palestinian.
I think that's Pakistan.
Okay.
I think. I mean, I could be wrong.
All right. What is the fate of Netanyahu? I'm asking about Netanyahu.
Palestine.
The Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Okay.
Palestinian. Yes, I'm sorry. I said Pakistan on accident. Sorry. I knew that was wrong.
They're two separate places. Yeah,
Palestinian. Yeah. Okay, so that's what you're asking about, and I'm asking about the fate of Netanyahu.
Mm. I do think in the future things calm down, but it feels like it's not in the best place right now, is what I'm feeling. We have like the bad judgment and them having to defend themselves, and like that battle right there going on now. And the energy, like in the near term future, yeah, we have like sadness, depression, burden here, because they're fighting over that strip, that material property here in the past. So that's still going on. With the Ace of Swords, in this, it kind of looks like that battle with her wielding her sword here.
Is that the Mythic deck?
Yes.
Yeah.
But going into the future, I actually kind of like where the energy seems like it's going. I don't feel like it's short-term future. I feel like it's out there a little bit. Eventually, we have the Ten of Cups, which is all about bliss and harmony, and often like the happy family like coming together. The change in direction with this Page of Wands. And that could also be like that communication between the two sides, and then overall victory. But I think that's a little while off, is what I'm feeling.
Okay.
It seems kind of, I'm not liking the energy that I'm feeling right now. What are you picking up with Netanyahu?
Well, some of his connections get cut. Some of his people he did business with in the past, AKA Trump and other people.
Yeah.
I think he'll let that go a bit. And he realizes that he's going to have to bend to the will of people. So he's going to go through a change. He's facing change that is inevitable. I don't think he thinks there's any way to deal with the people and their anger other than to go with the flow. So I think he's going to try to do that. But he is going to focus a lot on religion.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big deal.
Okay.
Their religion. And I just want to tell everybody, we're going to have a line of storms go through really quick. So
Okay.
So I hope if something flickers, that's what's happening. So it's getting dark. That's why I'm turning yellow over here. Okay. So I just want to let everybody know. If it starts to flicker, that's what's going on. Okay. Now, Patricia Todd wanted to know, will Governor Greg Abbott pay a price for Texas delays in getting electricity to the homes during this month's winter storms? Is he going to get in trouble now? Is he finally going to get in trouble? I don't think he gets in trouble for anything.
I know.
Greg Abbott. I think
I
he
feel
is.
like
Go ahead.
I said I feel like there's trouble coming in, but I don't know if it's related to the storms and not helping getting the situation under control faster or better, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's going to finally be, when the dust settles, and I know it's been a long time, or feels like a long time since the Uvalde shooting, for entertainment purposes only. But I think he's going to get in trouble for that and that press conference where they said false things about there being an officer on campus and blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's see. Did you shuffle already on?
I'm shuffling right now.
Okay, it still says, okay, Rose Blue, who actually lives in Texas, says still 100,000 without power.
And I had some clients with some that live in Texas and had some issues. Not like power going on and off, but not like staying out. This is interesting. I feel like I don't feel like he's getting in trouble for the power thing, but I do get we have the high priestess here, so there are some secrets coming out and exposed, things coming to the light. I mean, right now he's kind of feeling kind of strong, and this is kind of like, yeah, sure, he's going to get some shame in the matter, but this is kind of like, victory after burden, or like winning the battle but feeling like kind of tired from all the scrutiny. But going into the future, I have a double card here, and I feel like that's kind of tied with this high priestess, and it feels like money, and it's always money with these Republicans, but some kind of abuse of power, taking money that he's not able to, that he's not supposed to have, and then him eventually walking away and things heading in a different direction for Texas. And I think it's going to be like quick when it happens, like boom. But I don't think it's for the energy.
Okay.
What I'm kind of picking up. What are you picking up?
I'm feeling that their energy will be one part, but there will be two major topics. And you switched over to the Morgan Greer deck.
I did. I like to switch them up.
How many decks are on your desk?
Well, I have some Oracle cards here, but
oh my goodness,
we got a lot.
Okay. I'm like, what is he doing? Okay,
I don't have much room to spread because I have so many cards on my table.
All right, so I feel like he's doing fancy footwork, and he's sneaky Greg. And there's going to be two issues. I think he's going to. He's going to have to juggle. This was our card of the day, by the way, on the way it was changed, Facebook and Instagram. And the situation, when it's flanked by negative cards, which in this case it is, becomes untenable.
Yeah.
So he isn't going to be able to handle everything that's coming his way. Devil, 2, 7.
Yeah.
So, and he's going to have to think. He's going to have to hatch a plan on how he's going to get out of all this. he thinks he can get out of it, but I believe that he's going to have to go to court over something. They're going to haul him in by his ear. So I'm with you. I don't think it's just the one thing. I think it's a couple things.
Yeah. Kind of feels like corruption and money.
Yeah.
Is what I'm kind of picking up. Yeah. Taking money.
Taking money.
And it doesn't feel like it's I think he was just reelected. It doesn't feel like it's happening like right now. It feels like maybe summer or fall time. Timing's always a little bit hard, but it feels like it's out there a little bit longer than what it should be.
All right. So we'll cross that one off.
All right. Kickback from power companies. That could be it, Rose Blue.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of I felt like it was somewhat connected, but I don't think that that's the reason why he's going down. So.
Rose Blue. He makes us mad as murder hornet.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to look at Representative Scott Perry had his phone taken by the FBI, right? The guy that was supposed to have made the tour, led the tour. And it looks like he's going to have to come testify or something. Look, can we take a look at his future?
Yeah.
How much trouble is Representative Scott Perry in for doing that tour and taking pictures of the tunnels? Thank you, Foggy. Hi, Patricia Franzino. And
it doesn't feel good for him. It's just what I'm feeling. I feel like there's a lot more coming out about him and his tours and other people.
Scott Perry, how much trouble is he in?
Ooh. What are you laughing at?
He's like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. He's like, I don't know. Whoever suggested that or the people I was working with, that wasn't good. He wants a redo.
Do you think he has a conscience enough to regret it? I don't think he regrets what he did. I think he's going to regret getting caught doing it.
Getting caught. Yeah. Yeah, it's the getting caught with the judgment card there.
I mean, I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to figure things out, and things have been a little bit slow with this temperance card. So this is like the message that we all don't love hearing, but being patient, the divine timing. I get underneath, there's retreat there. And I think there's a lot of stress, maybe even affecting his health because of, he knows what's going on. Like he knows, they know what they know. The Hermit above. So I think, he would really like to get away from this and kind of, hide from the public a little bit. But yeah, things are slow now, but when they happen, we have the Chariot. So this is like, boom, over his abuse of power, his corruption, those secrets being exposed with the Moon, and the government coming in and acting upon it. And then at my theme of the energy, the Death card came out. So,
wow, those are some serious cards. I think he's in some serious trouble.
In some serious trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't even know how much. He doesn't know how much he's in. Change is coming for him, and Lady Justice is hanging right there in the shadows, and they're going to find out that he's got ties to Russia. They're going to find that it's just that oligarchy money. It all comes in. And he was a fool. I shouldn't have done that. And he's going to try to lie and obfuscate and just, he's just going to try to play the shell game. It's not going to work.
Look over Lady here. Justice is coming for him. Tactics that they like to do. Nothing here. Look over here.
Yep. Okay. All right. I'm going to ask everybody in the audience while Kevin and I are doing this next question. I want to know if somebody will come up with a good gossip, a fun gossip question. Don't print it right now though. Don't put it up yet. It's after the next question. Just be thinking. Okay. All right, you wanted to ask about Charles McGonical.
Yes.
The FBI agent that took the Russian money, spy, took the oligarchs' money. Charles McGonical. Wasn't it Professor McGonical in Harry Potter? McGonical, yes. The lady, the cool lady. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He doesn't deserve that name. He's going to be sent to Slytherin.
in the dungeons?
Yes. Okay. What is the fate of Charles McGonical? What do you have?
Sorry. Oh yeah, he's given up his secrets. It's going to take him a little time. He's holding on to that evidence right now, but we have justice here. It feels like the energy is maybe a little bit stalled at the moment, but I do think going into the future, he's sharing everything that he's learned, and it does have to do with obviously Russia and I think obviously Trump getting in there and the influence on the 2016 election. I feel like the Mueller report's going to come back up because of it. I think that there's been a lot of corrupt dark money sent from Russia and a lot of Republicans, a couple Democrats in there too, I feel. But him knowing a lot of that kind of information. Yeah, we have the lovers here with my Putin card, the King of Swords. So having that plan and that back and forth. Yeah, he's got a bit of a battle coming up, I would say, with this Nine of Wands. Things are going to get a little bit rocky. And then here's that communication, that channel between the two of them. But eventually, yes, he's going to get the justice that he deserves. We have the Queen of Swords too, I think kind of goes into that justice, maybe a female judge or, the sword of truth revealing. What are you picking up?
I feel that his tower has already gone off.
Okay, yeah.
The bolt of lightning hit him right in the behind.
Mm.
And it made him afeared, and he's tried to lie and backtrack and do all kinds of funky things, and he realizes that just it's not going to work.
Yeah.
He can't make it work. So now he's thinking of the future, and he's going to have to give up some of his acquaintances or some of his past
relationships and
yeah. Uh-huh. But you know what? I feel like they already knew it anyway.
Yeah, I think there's a lot that they knew, but I think that he's actually able to share more evidence of it too.
Yeah. You're right, Rose Blue. Hillary did call it. I mean, yes, she told him right in front of everybody at the debate, "You're just Putin's puppet." I mean, she just let it right out of the bag,
Well, she's a Scorpio too, so
yeah. Hey, watch it.
I'm not talking bad about Scorpio.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio moon, but I think Scorpios are very intuitive and they say it how it is, and they don't sugarcoat it for you.
Sometimes I sugarcoat.
Yeah.
I've been evolving. Harry and Meghan going to Charles' coronation, or were they shunned or be shunned? Okay, I don't know. Do we want to ask about Christopher Wray. I haven't asked about him in a while. Let's take a look at him. You guys think up some juicy stuff. Okay, think of a gossip question. Let's take a look. Is Christopher Wray going to keep his job in the FBI?
I'm actually wondering if there's a huge investigation into the FBI from this McGonical, and because I don't feel like he's in there too much longer. Actually, maybe towards the end of this year. Timing's always a little bit hard, but I feel like I'm actually moving on.
I mean, maybe when Uranus goes into Gemini, maybe. And maybe with these changes, and all the astrologers are saying that when Pluto moves in mid-March, it's going to.
March is huge. I feel like there's some really big stuff coming out in March.
Yes, and so maybe the FBI is in trouble, the Department of Justice is in trouble, the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Oh, he has some big change coming.
Ooh. Well, I would say that that's definitely an ending. Yeah, I see him leaving. He's got the Hermit in his future and the Six of Swords. It feels like it's connections that he knows of and maybe was complicit in or like allowing to slide is what I'm kind of feeling. Because we have the Moon, so there's definitely secrets there, and the Seven of Cups. So there's a bit of illusion, delusion, things that maybe he's trying to cover up. And then we have that with the Lovers next to it too. So that's like the connections that he's made. I get the Wheel of Fortune, so things changing for him and also kind of getting like that karma. We have the Knight of Pentacles below, so it's probably like slow and steady movement, not huge movement. Him feeling a little bit tired and like all that scrutiny coming up, and then going into his future, he's coming up as the King of Wands, with the Hermit and then the Six of Swords. So like having to, go into hiding and to get away from like the public life. That's what I'm feeling.
Okay, so do you think you think he goes down?
Yeah, I do. I think he's covered up. I think he covered up some stuff that probably shouldn't have.
I think it feels like there's like little grenades going off all around him.
Ooh, in the tower too.
For entertainment purposes only. And he's gonna really struggle to keep it. He's gonna try to keep it together, and I think he can too. Like maybe he gets to keep his pension or something, but that's gonna be
right.
I don't know.
Maybe doesn't end up in prison, but he can go somewhere else where he doesn't have to be seen or heard from again.
Yeah, he needs to leave tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
He needs to pack a lunch and go on his way. All right, let's lighten it up. Okay, I want to ask one more question, and then we're going to lighten it up with some fun gossip stuff.
Sure.
Okay, Bill Gates. He put a lot of money into Pfizer, and he did help get, with Trump. He helped get, although he's not a Trumpster, I know, but he was an Epsteinizer for entertainment purposes only. He did put a lot of money into Pfizer. He made a lot of money, and now he's saying maybe we won't need yearly vaccines and shots. Let's make this inhaler and put your next dose in this inhaler. And then he's heavily invested into the inhaler company. So I
think I question his motives about is he doing this to actually help people?
Yeah.
Or is it all about making money? I don't think as many people are getting vaccinated here as they were, and so yeah, I mean, yeah, he's probably made some of his money, probably made more than enough of his investment back on the Pfizer vaccine, but
sure.
But now we're going and dabbling into something else.
Yeah,
I got Pfizer too. It worked for me.
What does
not bashing vaccines or anything.
What's his true moral character, that Bill Gates guy? Boy, the sun's going down, the clouds are out, I'm getting more yellow. That's what happens with the lighting when that happens. Oh well.
You guys get a lot of rain and storms, but they normally are pretty quick, aren't they?
They're quick, and they're mostly in rainy season, not in winter. So this is a little weird.
So what are we looking at?
At his moral character, like, why is he doing this? His moral character, is it just about grifting? Well, I think when he lost Melinda, she got a big sack of gold. Because the 2 cups.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's doing so hot. He's like, I don't think he's doing so great. He's putting money into a different country too. What are you getting?
I'm just throwing a few things here. Who was the what was the woman card that you got that he wasn't for his wife? Is it the Queen of Pentacles?
Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah, I got that too, kind of like overlying, and I do get that there's some stuff coming out in the future. We have here's a bit of that retreat and having to rest. 3 of Cups, so it could be connections and friends, acquaintances that he the energy that he sits in, but then we have secrets coming out, and I do feel like there is some overseas connection as well. Were you saying that you were picking up something overseas?
Yeah, overseas, something overseas. He's doing something overseas that people aren't.
Multiple people, though, that he's involved with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my, the world card, the 6 of Swords.
Yeah. And you have the Death card, too.
Yeah. So I don't think
I'm not getting like the Tower or like, I just feel like there's some information coming out, and there's probably some slimy connections and some slimy energy with the people that he hangs out with.
Yeah.
So do I question his intent a little bit? I don't think that it's all for not caring about people or wanting to help people, but I think it's more motivated by money and those powerful connections that he has.
No, Foggy, we're asking about Bill Gates and his investing in Pfizer, and now he's poo-pooing the shot, and now he's saying use the inhaler, and he's heavily invested in the company that's making the inhaler. Okay, so I just think there's a little bit of, I do think he might help. It looks to me like maybe there's a problem in a foreign country. And there's investments over there, but he's going to try to help somebody too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go to one of the gossips.
I think with that, did you have the 2 of Pentacles too? Or no, you had looking overseas, 2 of Wands, correct?
Yeah, I had two.
I feel like there's some money, like losing out on some money too. Kind of intuitively going in with that, like. Yeah, there's a drop in the finances. He's juggling things a little bit.
Okay. Rose Blue wants to know, is Boebert and MTG's next fight on the Congress floor for all to see? Because it was in the woman's bathroom.
Yeah.
Let's see if they're going to go at it again.
I read on that, and I get that it was really not pretty. I have read this question before. We'll throw some cards on it. I feel like,
Boebert.
Is their friendship really there? Are they like, do they talk and communicate anymore? No, I don't feel like that. I feel like them walking away from each other, but also they're like the same soldier too in that aspect. So I don't feel like there's a fight on the floor. They just aren't as friendly as they used to be. But let's throw some cards and see.
Okay. Yeah, Miss B, I'm not saying that the inhaler will be bad. I'm just questioning Bill Gates. A lot of people are questioning his motives.
Yeah. And I was even telling you when we were talking about before, I feel actually really good about the inhalers.
Yeah, that's what you said.
And their effectiveness, yeah.
Lori B says, mud wrestling on the House floor. House members will be taking bets because they do that, you know. All right. Ooh. Boebert better watch out because MTG can cut her up. MTG's not messing around.
She'll cut a, you know.
She will. Okay, this comes to a delay. Do you get another fight?
I'm throwing now, Lori.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I get they're going to make up. Look at my outcome card.
Oh, like kind of going back to the past?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's interesting too, because I think maybe like the making up is because they have to come in together strong when, you know, there's a lot more revealed about some certain people's planning of January 6th coming up to the surface. So they're like, all of this group and we all have to be on the same page and stuff like that. I definitely don't get it's good now. I mean, you want to talk about cutting a, you know what? I mean, look at all those swords in the back. So that's kind of like defeated and ended. Yeah, there was definitely they weren't able. There was a fight. There was a disagreement, is what I'm feeling. And then even some sadness with it too. Like, so I feel like there was probably a lot of hurtful things said between the two of them. Because for me, it feels like it's done and over with right now. But as we get into things changing with their relationship, as maybe it's even like the Russia connection, but you know, the government looking in and shining the light on this group that didn't have good intent, you know, like that malice intent, and then, you know, maybe having to come together because there's that big bombshell about to come out. But are they like, if they get back together, do you feel like they're like, they make up and they're like best friends again? I don't think so. I think it's more to cover their own behind.
Yeah, there's going to be, like you said, the Russian money. There's going to be information coming, and they're going to have to pack together somehow. It doesn't happen right away, but when this secret comes out, and it does come out, then they're going to have each other's backs, sort of.
Yeah.
So,
I love how our readings have been like really, really similar in like either the cards or the messages that we've been picking up. So
yeah,
you know, both feeling something and maybe adding a little bit to it. I love it when that happens when you read with other readers.
Yes, we got a good vibe going.
Yes.
All right, now the vibe is there. Now, what was the other? Patricia Todd wanted to know something about Harry and Meghan. Have you read on Harry and Meghan recently? There's something about they're upset with each other because of the Netflix.
Harry and Meghan are fighting?
Patricia said Harry and Meghan are now at odds with each other after the Netflix series came out. Is that true?
I hadn't heard that.
Is there trouble in paradise?
Do we want to take a look?
Yeah, let's take a look. The ex-royals. Is there trouble?
Feel like if they had a disagreement, I definitely feel like, because I feel them like this is what I'm kind of saying. Like they're tight, they're sticking together. So if it was a disagreement, I see them getting past it. Is what I'm feeling. But It's like they have to be together because of all the issues with them and the family right now too. So they have to be like a united, tight front is what I'm kind of feeling. Because it didn't repair their public image.
Ooh. I get there's problems with family and deep emotional issues with family.
Yeah.
Queen of Swords. I'm not getting that they're all lovey-dovey.
And you know what? I'm kind of feeling that too, actually. Well, I mean, I have the death card below. I don't know though. Intuitively, I don't feel like it's like I don't see like a separation between the two. I think ultimately they'll come together. But yeah, maybe there was a big disagreement there because like the information that they shared to the world, like with the book, and things being a little bit suspended, stuck between the two of them, and we have heartbreak above. So yeah, I definitely feel like maybe a disagreement that really hurt one of them. The death card, so there's some changes.
Yeah, my
You
final.
know what I feel like too? It's like going into the future. I don't know if it's Harry maybe feeling conflicted between his wife and his family, because we have the Emperor, which would be like the king overseas, and then the King of Wands. So maybe the fight I feel like might be from the reaction from the family, like being as bad as it is, and Harry being kind of upset about that. But when all is said and done, I do feel like there's strength in that relationship, and they've worked really hard on it, and then the Magician too. But it does feel like at the moment, yeah, it doesn't feel like the best energy. I hadn't heard that they were at odds with each other.
I haven't either. So, but Patricia Todd is a bestie of mine, so I take her.
Yeah,
I'm a very trustworthy source. So I'm just getting things are just got sorty.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, and that could be too. Somebody wrote in the chat about the book not repairing their public image, and I think that those two cards right there could definitely be like, what was it, the Queen of Swords, and what else was next to it?
Judgment.
The Judgment. So it could be like that negative judgment, and communication about them, stemming from part of the issue. So maybe they're onto something with that.
Yeah. I don't know. That looks sort of sorty.
Yeah, sorty.
Sort of sorty. All right. Now, do we have? Did you come up with any other fun gossips questions, or do we?
I don't know. I don't think the most like into like the pop culture or like the juicy stuff as I used to.
All right. Foggy wants to know if MTG has the hots for McCarthy.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if I really want to read it. It might make me lose my lunch a little bit.
I can't unsee that. Does MTG have the hots for McCarthy?
I think they're perfect for one another. I say go for it. Get together and then go move to Russia or something where we don't have to see you anymore. Yuck. Right.
You think she's attracted to him?
I was gonna say, like, I feel like maybe there's something to it. I don't know. With this Ace of Wands, it feels kind of like that could be like lust to me, and in this deck, especially with like all that burning passion stemming from the wands, like that
Yeah,
fire.
that's a big winky card.
Yeah, that too. some big D energy. Gross. I feel like there's an attraction between her and him. His energy kind of seems like put off though to her is what I'm kind of feeling intuitively. But it's interesting because it's almost like, you know, it's almost the end of their careers here, and they're going to be out here in the cold. So maybe maybe they are suited together with the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe there's some destiny there. Um, but it's just like there's so much bad stuff looming on him. I feel like she's maybe attracted to him. I feel like tapping into his energy, he's like a little standoffish, is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I think she sees him as the Chariot.
Yeah.
That he's in power, and yeah, she's attracted to him. But I got something really crazy for her. I think we're going to hear that she breaks up a marriage of some other people.
Oh, okay.
I think she's getting 10, like 10 big winkies. Like she's got all kinds of winky doodles going on here. She's getting some, and she's causing a problem. And
right.
I think there's going to be a split, and I think she's going to be on the front page of the Inquirer is what I think is going to happen. Is the Inquirer even a thing anymore? I don't even know.
I don't know. Oh, well, maybe she's the reason for why I see Trump and Melania splitting, because we know that her head's so far up his butt.
Man.
She's going to get an STD, Jamie says.
All right, let's see.
He is an STD. How about that?
What?
I said Marjorie Taylor Greene is an STD. How about that?
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call her Monistat. All right, well, let's just take a look. I got to run.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at the energy. What do your guides and angels want you to tell your group, our group, the light worker group?
Okay.
Our friends.
Yes. Let me pull a postcard from Spirit. I love this deck, and I feel like it's always...
Which deck?
Postcard from Spirit.
Oh, nice.
It's got like a nice little... I like to use this to kind of end a reading anyway, to kind of leave things on a positive note, and just any messages or insight, guidance for us in our community that we need to know.
Ooh.
All right. So our postcard is "You Are Loved." And our guides want us to know, dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love. Funny, we were just talking about MTG and Kevin, but although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow at will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. I love that message for us. And for me, I think it's very fitting, especially because a lot of us see all the injustices going on in the world, us reading politics and like everything like that. But just really not letting that anger or that even hatred for like the injustice going on consume you and bring you down energetically. Always making sure that we're sitting in that heart space and just hope that all the craziness that we're seeing in the world really is happening for a reason, and to bring that awareness so that we can manifest our world going into the future into a more loving and peaceful society where we don't have those injustices. So really rising above some of those strong, heavy, dense energies and always just connecting with that heart center, I feel.
Yeah, I love that. I love that message. Hang on, and empower your heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And yep. And don't worry about the bully people, because those Neanderthals are going to be dragging their knuckles and carrying their clubs, and so just ignore them. Hang on to your heart chakra.
Yeah.
All right.
And don't watch the news and let it bring you down into all the fear and stuff too.
Yeah.
Limit the energy that you sit in, and anything that's going to bring you down or make you fearful, because we got so much scary, chaotic stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure to distance yourself from that if you feel like it's starting to affect you or affect energetically how you feel.
Yeah, and the crystals for your heart chakra are, any of the pink crystals, the rose quartz or green, because of green aventurine, rose quartz. You could use rhodonite, garnet, ruby, rhodochrosite, any of those pink or green crystals.
I love that.
All right. Well, Kevin, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you for inviting me on. It's always a pleasure reading with you, Lori. I always enjoy our time reading together and spending time with our wonderful community.
Yep. I had a great time. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. I got to go do some grandma stuff.
All right.
All right. Have a great weekend, y'all. Oh, I'll be on Sunday on Becca's channel.
All right.
See you later.
Bye, everyone. Blessings.
Bye-bye.